You've never been to a magic show before, have you? Now I want to tell you about one of the most amazing magicians who ever walked the face of the earth. He's a man named Rene Lavande, and he's from Argentina. He was from Argentina. Rene Lavande is not that well known here in the United States, but to those audiences around the world who witnessed his performances, this man was a legend. Here's the thing. Rene Lavande only had one hand. He lost the other one in a car wreck when he was a kid. And yet, this man could do more with one hand than most of us could do if we had three hands. I want to share a piece of Lavande's magic with you. You'll be glad that he refused to listen when people told him his dream of becoming a famous magician was impossible. He would begin by dealing out the 4 aces and leaning them up against a wall or a curb. And then he would deal 3 indifferent cards onto each ace. Now that might be a word that we don't use very often in normal conversation, indifferent. All it means to us here is that the identities of these cards doesn't make any difference to us. We don't really care which cards they are. The point is that each ace gets 3. And remember, the great Lavande was doing all this dealing with one hand. 3 indifferent cards for each ace. And then he would choose one of the aces, let's say the ace of spades, and its 3 indifferent cards, and he would set them off to the side, someplace where they were in plain view, but safely out of range. Then the magic would begin. He'd start with the first ace, the ace of clubs. He would mix it in with the other 3 indifferent cards, and then he would very slowly show you those 3 indifferent cards. And to your astonishment, that first ace, the ace of clubs, seemed to vanish before your eyes. Move on to the next ace, the ace of hearts in our case. Again, he would mix it in with the other 3 indifferent cards. He knows you're watching closer now, so he's moving even more slowly. He would show you the 3 indifferent cards, and to your utter astonishment, that second ace, the ace of hearts, seemed to evaporate into thin air. Well, the final ace, the ace of diamonds. He's moving so slowly now that he says, "No puedo hacer más despacio." I can't do this any more slowly. Did I get that right? Thank you. And to prove he was being fair, he would very slowly count out 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and none of them was an ace. Astonishing as that seemed, your jaw would drop open when you saw that the ace of spades, which remember, had been across the room the entire time, had now been joined by its 3 compatriots. That's Rene Lavande's giant ace. There's another picture in here of a magician. Her name is Anna Fay. Anna Ava Fay was her name. She had a very unique type of act. Anna Fay claimed to have a special gift, that she could see visions. Visions of other people's thoughts, of future events, of objects which lie just beyond the range of the 5 ordinary senses. She called her gift second sight. Will you help me, please? Come on. We just met. It was Shantae, right?
Shanti, yeah.
Shanti. Give it up for Shanti. We're going to take part in our demonstration of second sight. Now you will see that I have here a number of note cards, right? And each card has a different object on it. I think you would agree that these are ordinary enough objects, but they are a little more involved than balls and sticks, right? Okay, I will spread these out as best I can. Would you very slowly and deliberately just reach out and touch one of those cards? That one right there. So you take that card, look at it, memorize what it says.
Got it.
Okay, and would you put that card, shove the card in your pocket or set it down over there someplace where I couldn't possibly see it? Very good. Now you will see that you have an art pad there on the chair behind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a magic marker. Will you pick those up, please? Will you show everyone that it's blank, just like mine is? Very nice, Vanna. Thank you. I would like you to form a vivid mental image of that object. So vivid, in fact, that you can almost see it hanging here between us. Have you done that? Can you see that object up there? Vivid. Now, please, you're just playing along with me, aren't you? Now, take your magic marker and try to sketch a little picture of this vision that we're sharing. And don't worry about the quality of the drawing. As long as it's really coming from inside of you, it will be artistic enough. Now, primitive people believed that only specially gifted individuals possess this strange ability to see visions. Many Eastern philosophies hold that anyone with enough discipline and practice can attain this level of awareness. However it's attained, authentic examples of second sight are very hard to explain. And that's why I didn't want to just settle for balls and sticks. Because think about it. Let's suppose you were thinking of a baseball and I drew a circle. That would be close, mildly amusing, but not particularly astounding. And that's not what's happened here, is it? Would you like to show everyone what you were seeing?
It's supposed to be a parachute.
It's supposed to be a parachute. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And the guy is saying, "Ah," so he's never skydived before. But there is a little guy hanging between your little pieces of cloth. That's very nice. Shanti, there can be no doubt when we have experienced second sight. Give it up for Shanti. You did wonderfully. How are we doing? Are we still having fun? All right. Because I wanted to tell you about, okay, she's not having fun. She has to go back to work. She's mad I didn't pick her for the drawing. That's okay. I did find something in my grandfather's journal which helped me understand why this box was closed and left that way for 30 years. Studies have shown that something on the order of 70% of Americans believe in what, for lack of a better term, we would call voodoo. That it's possible to influence or impact another person's body without going anywhere near it. Where do you come down on that? Are you part of the 70 or the 30? Perfect. Come on. Give her a hand. This is Carrie. Okay, can you come up and join me? And what you'll do, I think you can do this. Turn and face me. Yeah, lovely jewelry. I'm not sure you can see that in the back. These are beautiful rings. Very slowly and deliberately lower one of those fists. Okay, do that. Turn and face your adoring public. Carrie, typically when we think about voodoo, we imagine the practitioner taking an object that belongs to the victim and brutalizing that object somehow. And then the victim feels the effects of that brutality, right? That's usually the way it's done in the movies. Well, obviously, we just met. I don't have any personal objects that belong to you. That'd be a little creepy if I did, wouldn't it? Okay, but what we do have is we have this little picture of a hand. And today this is going to represent your hand. So let's write your initials on it. Okay, and what's your last initial? Okay. And nevertheless, this is unequivocally your hand. Good enough? Good. I wonder if one of you gentlemen would take one of these matches, please light one, and hold it so that I have some flame. That's important. I need about 4 seconds of flame. And Terry, I'm only going to have one chance to tell you this. This doesn't have to hurt as long as you don't move. Of our time together, I would like to now show you this little box. Miss Pam, would you mind holding that flat out on your hand so that we can see it? Is that comfortable for you? It's going to be a minute or two. Okay. You all know what a paradox is, right? A paradox is something that shouldn't be but is, as distinct from something that should be but isn't, which I guess you'd just call a disappointment, right? Okay, would you mind helping? You tell me when to stop. Stop. That's going to be hard. You look at it, memorize it. In fact, to make it even more memorable, on the face of the card, which is the side with the numbers and suits and everything, across the face of the card, write a name. Now, don't write your name, I already know that. Right? Well, yeah, preferably something that matters to you. Maybe your grandma's name or a nickname you had when you were a kid. And below the name, please draw a little picture. And it can be simple. It doesn't have to be a parachute with a guy falling to his death. It could be a star or a smiley face. But do something to make it unique so that I couldn't possibly have foreseen that's what you were going to draw. You got it? Okay, I will take the magic marker. You might want to blow on that so the ink doesn't smear. Why don't you hold that up so some of the people behind you can see it.